Hello and welcome to this week's episode of the Seneca Scout. I'm Arden Kiley.
And I'm Gavin Kress.
Today we'll be bringing you a variety of stories, including this week's homecoming festivities, preschool starting this week, mental health in the school district with a special interview with Dr. Rocky, and many other stories.
We start today's show with the homecoming festivities that have been going on this week here at Seneca Valley. Let's hear from Taylor Bowers with the Seneca Scout to find out more.
This week at Seneca Valley has been homecoming week. With the parade on Thursday, game on Friday, and the dance on Saturday, we've been full of different festivities. Theme week has been Monday, PJ Day, Tuesday, work/sports uniform day, Wednesday, college day, Thursday, grandparents day, and Friday, seniors wear black, juniors wear blue. Homecoming has been a long tradition at Seneca Valley, seeing as it's offered at many different colleges and other high schools. The homecoming week is followed by your homecoming football parade, homecoming dance, and homecoming parade. Homecoming is a big deal to take care of, so I spoke with Student Council President Ben Gruer to get his take on some of the homecoming festivities.
Preparation for homecoming begins in the beginning of August when we start sending out emails to people about our carnival and parade. And then we have countless meetings with our exec board and our committee chairs to come up with our plans and get decorations prepared, prepare our parade route. So it's a lot of hard work to get ready to go, but it all comes together in the end to create a very nice product for everyone to enjoy. Some of my responsibilities are just overseeing the entire council and making sure that we're getting our work done and sticking to our deadlines, making sure we're reaching out to the appropriate people, having meetings with administration about various different things. So I have a lot of jobs when we're preparing for homecoming, but it's all worth it when homecoming gets here. So
Homecoming King and Queen will be announced at Friday's game. I spoke with Homecoming Court to ask them a few questions, so let's check that out.
My name's Colton Marley.
I'm Elizabeth Hickson.
I'm Evan Bolvin.
My name's Julia.
My name is Gavin Blazer. I'm Josh Berg.
I'm Mark Elbesizer. And I'm Dante Runco.
Hi, my name's Lita.
Hi, my name's Chloe Leonard.
My name is Andy Weisgerber.
My name's Abby.
I'm Leanne Abel.
my name is Ben Gruer.
My name's Avery.
My name's Kate.
My name is Nick Dillon.
I'm Ginny.
My name is Jack Watson D'Ambrosio.
My name is Luke Lawson.
My name's Michaela.
My name's Bryn.
All right, Ben, I know that you are in student council. You're the president this year. What does homecoming mean to you?
Well, homecoming is definitely a big event for us. It's an important event for not just the student council, but I think the whole student body. It's a time we all get to come together and just have a great time and have a great night for homecoming. So yeah.
I love the football game. I love walking down. I've seen that all the way through freshman year. I've seen that and I've always wanted to do that, so I'm excited for that.
I'm super excited for the parade, and then I'm really excited to do the performance right after the parade.
Ooh, yeah, that's fun.
I'm most excited for the game and then getting ready with everyone.
Probably the food.
Probably the food because I can really put it away. So
I'm most excited for the after party.
I'm also excited to get dressed up and hang out with my friends.
Well, it's senior year, so I want it to be really good, so I'm excited about that. I'm looking forward to the football game.
I'd say just hanging out with everyone and having a great time. Probably the dance.
I'm most excited for dancing at homecoming. I'm just looking to have a really good time with all my friends, get to get all dressed up and feel beautiful on homecoming, and just have a really good time.
I've always wanted to be on homecoming court because I remember seeing other band kids be on court, and I was like, that's so cool, I want to do that. And I just think it's really fun, like dressing up and just getting to do it. And I mean, in band, I don't play pretty girl, which is a perk. That's not why I wanted on it, but that's fun too.
Just like everyone being dressed up.
I'm excited too, and also because it's our last one, I want to make it the best one yet. I'd say the pep rally because it's senior year, so we're gonna get really hype at this pep rally.
I would say seeing everyone dressed up and all the cool makeup and the hair.
There will be many interesting parts of homecoming. I'll say most likely the return of Kevin George from Michigan State.
Pep rally will also be on Friday with a pep rally in the IHS during 6th and 7th period and a pep rally in the senior high during 8th and 9th period.
To make sure you get your tickets, make sure you come to the carnival and to the game and just have a lot of fun.
Have a great homecoming. Okay, let's go.
Along with homecoming this week, preschool classes began at the Seneca Valley Senior High. Like previous years, there is an AM and a PM class. This class is supervised by teachers, however it is directed by students. The program gives students experience in child development and jumpstarts their future potential careers in childcare and teaching. Throughout the remainder of the school year, students will act as teachers as they prepare lessons each day and learn leadership skills that have a broad application to them in the future. We talked to 2 students in the class to learn more about it.
The class is about the students being buddies with the preschoolers, and we get to create lesson plans and teach them just like we would if you were going into the teaching field. And it's an experience for you to be able to learn all the things that go into a lesson plan like PA state standards and all the areas of development for a preschool age child.
So I personally don't want to go into education by being a teacher, but I still want to work with kids and teaching kids. And so it's important for me to be taking this class because I want to learn the best ways to teach kids in ways that aren't just education. So the schedule for preschool is 3 days a week. On Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. And there's an AM class and a PM class. And AM goes for 3 periods a day, and PM is 3 periods a day as well.
We transition now to mental health of teens. A study conducted in March by researchers at UCLA had a shocking statistic. 9% of teenagers at the high school level have made an attempt upon their own life. This one statistic is just a tiny yet significant part of a greater mental health crisis. The study also states that nearly 20% of high schoolers have serious thoughts about suicide. Not helping this is a fact revealed by the National Institute of Health, stating that 1 in 3 high school-age teens will experience some form of anxiety disorder during their lifetime. This stigma of mental health has largely been lifted in recent years, however, is still deeply ingrained within our culture. This may cause a teen in desperate need for help to say nothing and withdraw into depression. To give us more insight on the matter, we are joined by senior high school counselor Dr. Rocky. Thank you for joining us.
Well, thank you for having me today. You're right, this is a topic that has been around, or an issue that we've dealt with for many years. But most recently, it has raised to a crisis level, the pandemic being cited for probably the main reason. Students were more at home, school instabilities in school, in shelter, where they live, in their parents' work. Financially, all these instabilities have caused an uneasy insecurity in everybody, and let alone teens who are developmentally at this age. Their brain is developing, and so to say, the thinking side of their brain is not quite yet developed. So when big things happen, they cannot react the way that the thinking side of the brain normally would. And put into play as well is the time spent at home more, not being at school, lack of socialization, lack of communication with friends, families. The pandemic really did heighten that, and I think the feeling of isolation and being alone put the teens in a more at-risk situation.
And what are some resources we have here at Seneca Valley to help us with mental health?
Well, we have Glade-run therapists right here at school that can see students. We also have our 4 counselors here, and we are reaching out to the students right in their classrooms, talking about our resources we have. We have made note cards up. They look like little business cards, and we've went into all the classrooms. And they basically share that you're not alone, is the slogan on the card. We're here to help, and it offers a QR code that leads to a plethora of different resources for shelter, clothing, food, suicide hotlines, suicide prevention, many resources that I tell the students it's not just a high school student resource, they're life resources, and take them home and share them with their families. It's a very important thing that we can offer to our community as well. I told them maybe a neighbor needs it, maybe a friend, a cousin. So we're really trying to get that out to students. We also have on our website, it's called Care Solace. It's a link on our website main page. They actually have a big flyer posted there. And what that is basically a quick connection that families can click on, and that will take them to a place where they can get family resources for mental health and substance abuse in our community. And they are places that have been verified and looked into and reliable.
And what are your hopes for the future of mental health awareness in Seneca Valley and the culture as a whole?
Well, I think our culture as a whole has really picked up the topic and is now talking about it, so it's not so taboo and it's not something that someone should be ashamed of. I think at some time in our life we all have a struggle with it, and making it more open to conversation will make it be a more proactive topic. And I think as Dr. Eve Peterson, a friend of mine just shared with me, said, she's the 7 Habits of Highly Effective Kids, shared that we need to instill hope. Hope is the proactive, and hope cannot coexist in a depression mode. So you can't have hope and depression together. So if we can give students hope, that there is a difference, that learned helplessness can be overcome through goal setting, through making a plan, and through agency, through carrying it out, and helping students and other people in our lives see that there is hope there that will help with the mental health side of it as well.
All right, thank you for joining us, Dr. Rocky.
Well, thanks for having me.
And now we hear what students have to think.
I think that the state of mental health in Seneca Valley, I feel like it's not as good as it was, because ever since quarantine happened, everybody was all cooped up inside, and nobody really got to go outside, as much, and talk to people as much as they wanted to. And now that we're back to a more normal society, I guess, people just that are as good at communicating with other people, and that creates I don't know, anxiety and all these other types of things. Stress levels go up.
The general state of mental health in Seneca Valley is kind of like a tightrope, I feel like. So kids, we'll walk on this tightrope kinda, and we'll have stability for a little while. We'll get halfway across this rope, and then something happens, one little thing happens, and it tears us apart, and we fall kinda. Little things can tear us down a bit, and it's one little thing, little words, anything can tear you down, and it's just we need to work on being, I feel more open-minded about stuff, not being so rude to everyone and not judging someone based off of their race, sexuality, anything basically, how they look, how they act, anything like that. Be more open-minded, let people talk, try to accept how they're feeling. Try to think about how they might be feeling at home, what might be going on in their lives. Don't assume they're just being that way just because they want to be that way. Assume that maybe they're not okay, or they're in a certain place. I don't know.
Thank you.
I feel like all the students could help the other students' mental health. I feel like we could all change that by maybe. We could I feel like maybe if we try to talk to each other more often, if you see your friend in the hallway that you had before quarantine that you haven't really talked to as much, maybe you could you start up a conversation with them. You don't know what they're dealing with. They don't know what you're dealing with. You can have a conversation with them, see how they're doing, and be nice to check up with them or something like that.
To end the story, we would like you to know that your counselors are always willing to help whatever you may need. The National Suicide Prevention Hotline has been shortened to 988, a sure sign that the aforementioned stigma may be on its way out.
Will social media be a large factor in teen mental health? A new social media platform called Be Real is garnering attention across the world for its new, unfiltered approach to social media. The app, created in 2020 by French developers, is unlike other apps such as Instagram or Snapchat. Instead, this app sends a notification at a random time throughout the day, and users are prompted to take a picture within 2 minutes. The app captures a front and back photo, and users are able to look through their friends' posts as well. Many users are drawn to this platform as it is a fun, stress-free way to connect with friends without the bombardment of ads. This app has yet to announce how it plans to make revenue, and currently this app is free from advertisements or algorithms, unlike its counterparts. As of August this year, Be Real has had over 10 million daily users, a number that is only growing from here. Local popularity for this app has grown among students this past month. Let's see what local teens have to say about the app.
Yeah, Yeah, I have Be Real.
I do.
Yes. I like the app, I like the concept, but I use other apps a lot more than Be Real.
It's nice. It's like fine. I'm really bad at it actually.
I think my favorite part about Be Real is that everyone has to post something at the same time. So in the name, you're keeping it real, even though a lot of people don't post it at that exact time. But when people do, I think it's really cool.
I'm always late.
I like to know exactly what people are doing.
Public approval ratings for Be Real are high, and its growth shows no sign of slowing down. However, the question of whether this trendy app will stand the test of time is uncertain.
Earlier this week, seniors Haijan Zhu, Eric Combs, and Peter Koh were recently named semifinalists in the 68th Annual National Merit Scholarship Program. As semifinalists, Haihan, Eric, and Peter can continue to compete for 7,000 National Merit Scholarships offered next spring, totaling nearly $28 million. In addition to Seneca Valley senior, Ava Stewart has also been named as a commended student in the 2023 National Merit Scholarship Program. Ava was recognized by the NMSC for her outstanding performance on the qualifying test. Ava had to say this about her incredible recognition.
Well, at first I was kind of surprised because it happened last October, and so I didn't really expect to hear anything back. And so when Miss Ramirez-Leitner called me in, I was excited. It was like cool to win something when I hadn't thought I was going to win something. Well, it's college shirt day, so I want to go to Duquesne. And I'm not sure what I want to do yet, but I definitely want to go into STEM.
About 1.5 million junior high schools entered in the 2023 National Merit Scholarship Program by taking the 2021 PSAT, which was an initial screen of candidates. The nationwide group of semifinalists, which represent less than 1% of the U.S. high school seniors, includes the highest scoring entrants in each state. Congratulations to Haihan, Eric, Peter, and Ava, and good luck as the competition continues.
And with that sound, a new Addams Family interpretation is on the horizon. This time following the young, morbid daughter and sister of the other Addams Family members, spearheaded by the beautifully dark mind of Tim Burton. This series follows Wednesday Addams as a student when she attempts to master her emerging psychic ability and solve the mystery that embroiled her parents. Wednesday is played by recent Scream Queen Jenna Ortega, Gomez Addams is played by Luis Guzman, Morticia Addams is played by Catherine Zeta-Jones, and Uncle Fester is being played by Fred Armisen. Fan favorites say Tim Burton's style shines in the trailer with his gothic style and odd characters that have been missing from his recent works. Fans of films such as Edward Scissorhands and Beetlejuice will be excited to see Burton's style on full display when Wednesday premieres on Netflix on November 23rd.
The Halloween season is in full swing at Disneyland Resort in California. From Frontierland to Tomorrowland, the spirit of season is alive and well across the parks. Parades of costume characters run down Main Street. Shops are filled with spooky merchandise, and Radiator Springs is in the middle of Halloween celebrations. But all is no better than Halloween apparent that at the Haunted Mansion, where Jack Skellington has taken over the ghoulish New Orleans manor to celebrate the Christmas fear. With these two holidays collide on select October nights, attendants can purchase tickets to the Oogie Boogie Bash Halloween Party in Disney's California Adventure, where they can collect goodies along treat trails, meet characters dressed up in Halloween garb, and much more. Festivities last until October 31st, so if you've got an open weekend and have been itching for a vacation, there is no better place to take a trip than the happiest place on earth than now.
That's all we have for you today. Thank you to everyone who tuned in. Have a good weekend and happy homecoming.